Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing good. Getting ready for the holidays. Big day for our tribe tomorrow. We're finally, after how many years, getting a tribal payout. It is really good but bad. Somebody please share this with Gabe and Eddie and all of that council that sits there, and they agree on all of this. We've had a lot of things come up this past weekend for these leaders and all of the lavish things that they get to do and get to enjoy. I just thought it was really interesting that we had a housing conference over in Las Vegas, and we sent some of our leaders. This one is really big for me because I'm having such an issue with housing right now. I have such an issue with housing right now. I don't even live on the tribe. I don't even live there. But to hear the way our people are just being thrown to the street, being evicted, it just makes me wonder, this compliance officer. I hope she's watching. I had a lot of different views of this compliance officer, and for her to just go and easily sit there daily and just write these letters, sign these letters to evict our people. I just wonder if this same effort is put into helping them. What are compliance officers' duties? Do they have to go out in the field? Do they have to go and help their people and do things like that? Every position you take has these requirements, these things you got to do as a employee. You get paid top dollar to carry these titles, to carry all of these titles we have. And for a compliance officer, I would really like to know if somebody can fill me in on the responsibilities of this compliance officer, what her duties are, what she is paid to do. Because if it is just to sit there and find ways to evict another tribal member, I would really like someone to do something about that, because that's baloney. I don't understand how our tribe went from helping our people so much to pushing them down so heavily. Because we have a compliance officer just evicting people. We had housing over at one residence last week, just taking out belongings, no estate hearing. The couple that the house did belong to, they were not married. The individual that was on the lease was not paying any of the bills. The grandson was, proof of it. The grandchildren that were staying there were paying the bills, but they had to leave. And then here came housing, just taking all their stuff without any kind of hearing. Per this officer, compliance officer. I just want to know what the duties are of a compliance officer. Is it just to sit there and do that? Did anybody give this compliance officer a letter when she was supposed to move out of her home? It just really bugs me that our people are just being pushed to the curve and just being stomped on so much. And then we have all these greedy people sitting there praising our leaders like they're doing something. They put them in hotel rooms. We have an arrangement with these hotels in Redoso, wherever, for our homeless. Why? Why are we paying these white people to house our people when we should be building our homes? We have received money for it many times. Many times we have received funding for homes. Where are our homes that we just love to evict people from? Where are our homes that we just throw our own members out of? I just want to know, why? What is our tribe doing? We're going backwards. We're going backwards. This money we're getting tomorrow, it is our first tribal payout, not stimulus. That's all gone. Who knows what Gabe did with that? It's gone. Those greedy people went and took a whole week vacation instead of attending this housing conference. It's plain to see. It's right there in everybody's eyes where our leaders' minds are, where their hearts lie. If you go to a housing conference, don't you think I'm going to go and do the best I can, get what I can from this conference so that I can take it home for my people? Because, you know, back here at home, while we were here at home, eviction letters were being signed for our people. Well, you're supposed to be sitting in a housing conference, but no. You all were sitting at football games, NFR, Disney, everywhere. I heard that Mr. Aguilar took almost 20 people on this lavish vacation. Mr. Aguilar, can you tell me where we're getting this money for our tribal dividend tomorrow? You know what? He can't. None of them try to talk to you, try to answer you. They just sit there and let all of these questions build, wondering why they don't get the votes and the support they had before, because they turned their back on so many people, on all of their people, to fill their own pockets, to go and meet all of their desires. All of their desires. Just go do it all. Our people are here. We have elderly that have no wood. No wood. Where's our EPA program for that? I mean, I know we're not supposed to be using them for like feasts and all of that, because that's funding we can't explain. But why aren't we using them to get our elderly wood? We have people by the hospital that need wood. Why don't you get them wood? Aren't those for people that are in need? Y'all gotta open your eyes and see what these people are doing. I hope that this coming January, when Eddie and Gina get in there, that they go and ask for a federal audit report ASAP. ASAP. I'm not even kidding. Eddie. Don't sit there and be naive. Gina, don't sit there and think, oh, it's okay. No. You better get that federal audit report, because it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. You're going to be sitting there paying for all of these felons that have just sat there and took. That federal audit report will show all of Gabe's doings. Nelva's approval for everything. We had graduations this weekend, a lot of them. I had a big old long discussion with Rez Apache, Sheila Harris, and Nacho, Nasty Nacho. I really like that movie. But a long, crazy discussion with those hateful people. Dumb, greedy people. Greedy. Regarding education and our people, regarding so much. So many of our people go out and get educated and come back to nothing. Where's all these people, they say, that are applying for jobs and being denied? How many of you have went and got your education and are turned away for jobs? How many of you are qualified for positions but are turned away for either family, some white man who's fired within a month or two? So I'm being told that our now again, you all need to remember, this prove me wrong is just that. It's just rumors. These are all the rumors that are coming up from our tribe, our tribal people. Some of them are even from Rez, Apache, Nasty Nacho, and Sheila themselves, letting us know of all this stupid stuff they do. Why would you pay a hotel to house our homeless when we where are our homes? Where are our homes? Man, y'all are crazy. Federal Reserve. What is our Federal Reserve for? Rez Apache, can you educate us? I know, just wait, y'all. I'll share their comment, because they love to educate us on all of these things I bring up. Our Federal Reserve is what was used for our dividend. Am I wrong, Gabe, Eddie? Am I wrong? Did you all take our Federal Reserve to pay us out? Where is our money? Where is the tribe's money? Did it all go to your lavish vacation for your family? Man, these felons are sure getting away with a lot. These felons sure get away with a lot. I feel like we should all just go and get a felony and come back to the res and whoo, we'll go right up, shoot up that ladder like nothing. You don't got to put in the hard work. You don't got to go educate yourself. You need to go and you need to get a felony and come back and they'll hire you. They'll put you up there and give you all that money. Look at Tyner. Tyner shouldn't even carry a weapon. Not only does he carry weapons, he's in charge of them and in charge of 3 other departments. What an idiot. What kind of person puts this felon in there? Giving him a weapon. He's not even allowed to carry a weapon, not in any state, county, city, nothing. But we got him here on the res carrying weapons. This dangerous man. Standing at the back door of the restaurants at the inn like he's going to do something there. You're not even, I don't even understand how you all allow him to carry a weapon. We have these police officers here on our reservation to protect and serve, and they do the opposite. Nope. We got Decker over here doing whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Going into people's homes without warrants. Whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Another Jackson. Then you have Vasquez over here advising him to do wrong. I'm not even sure why Vasquez is allowed to advise anything like that. He should just stay at the store and just sit there and monitor that little area. Community service is what he wants to be paid for. You stay there and do it then. Quit advising your officers to do wrong and come violate my rights. Y'all, we need to turn this around, and I sure hope come January we start to see some positive changes for our people. I hope once all these felons get out of office, we can start seeing some help for our people. I can't even tell you how many people have come to me with eviction letters. You leave, Gabe. All of you felons that are just filling your pockets, going all over our state, supposed to be educating yourself for us and bringing it back, and you're not. Go stay there. Stay there. Quit taking our money. And if I'm wrong, then damn it, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Gabe. Because not one of you sorry cowards have ever bothered to have any kind of meeting. You don't let me in your chambers. Nothing. You don't address your people. You don't have a meeting to address any of their concerns. You just keep taking all that money and throwing your people to the curb. Literally throwing them to the curb. I shared some documents the other day from IHS, and then I got this big old long, crazy, hateful text from Sheila, I think. These are all people with no faces, just these idiot people following these felons, talking about how that's a HIPAA violation. You better believe that is. We got people over there giving out wrong prescriptions, killing people. And then we're not even talking about it. We're just going to let them sit there and continue doing it. Under Dorlin. Wondering why our tribe is fighting so hard for these 638 programs that are failing. Social service, I believe, is 638. And if I'm wrong, then prove me wrong. Tell me I am wrong. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody besides those faceless idiots, our leaders that we actually pay, you all need to tell me I'm wrong. You all need to tell us that we're wrong. That social service is not failing, because just the cases that I have, just the few cases that I have with social service, they failed. These women failed. You ladies that work at social service, you go take your kids over there and do what you're doing with them. Do with your kids what you're doing with mine, with my tribal children. You go do that with your children. Ooh, what the heck are these ladies' names? Man, These non-tribal ladies are just sending our children wherever. They're not trying to reunify our children with their families. Nothing. They're not following any of their own recommendations. Their statements, their whatever they go by. Nope. Y'all let them take care of your babies and see how comfortable you are with that. These idiot ladies sending our children away with that, the help of the children. Y'all need to get that children's court addressed immediately. Our child support, we're failing our kids. I've been really trying to stay off because there's just so much crap. There's just so much like going on right now, and I thought, no, just stay off. But no, you got people losing their children left and right, sending them here and there to all these white people, or sending them to previous abusers, letting these little children with no voice, go. Who's there to protect them? Because you took them from the people that were. You know, I have 2 cases that have absolutely no reason to even be dealing with those people. It's just mind-blowing to me that we're going to allow our children to just be sent here and there. It's mind-blowing to me that we're going to allow this primo addict to just go and make decisions on our children. You all put your children there with those people and allow and say you trust them. Say you trust them because these are your babies. These are our babies, Apache children. Our Apache children. And we're just letting these 2 non-tribals just come in and tear our families apart. Literally tear these little babies' lives apart. They have no idea, or don't even care to think of what they are doing to this child. These are things our ancestors had to deal with. Our ancestors, do you remember all the babies that they were taking and just buried with nothing? Where was their voice? Who was there for their voice? Nobody. So we need to stop this. Stop allowing these 2 non-tribals to send our children wherever, to tear our families apart and not even try to reunify them, to place them with abusers. Same crap they did before when they sent the children away. Yes, that's true, Miss Travis, the same crap. I can see how Gabe, it does not affect him. I mean, you have to be a father, an actual father, not just have the title, but an actual father to understand how bad that is for a child, to understand what you're doing to that little baby. Maybe if we said, these children need to stay here or we lose all our money, maybe then they'll fight hard to keep them here. Maybe. So I'm told that our dividend, this big old dividend that Gabe's finally giving, is from our Federal Reserve, emptying our Federal Reserve, leaving nothing for our elders, our children, or anything, leaving Eddie and Gina to start with nothing and to go from there, figure it out. I guess is what Gabe's big plan is. I mean, listening to him speak, it doesn't surprise me, but really? You're going to empty our Federal Reserve? Where's all of our money? Why is the Inn supporting us? Am I wrong? Gabe, please tell me I'm wrong. Eddie, Nelva, Frizzell, any of you up there just collecting? I don't even understand how you all can just empty out the tribe, literally empty out the tribe, and then have the nerve, to go on all this vacation, this week-long vacation, while your people are sitting here suffering. Man, you must feel real big, Gabe. That's probably why you don't do a general meeting or nothing, because you can't look anybody in the eye. He's went above and beyond to call my in-laws, to call everyone to talk to me and my husband. But this coward won't talk to his people. Talking to these, my in-laws are not tribal. They are not tribal. But Mr. Aguilar sat there and fed them everything. Just told them all kinds of business regarding our tribe. Everything. What is wrong with you, Gabe? Just address your people, and this wouldn't even be happening. If you cowardly crooks addressed your people, this would not be happening. It would not be happening. And people say, oh, she points at the phone. If I could, I'd point at Gabe. I'd point right in his face, because he's the one that should be answering to this. He's the greedy felon that should be answering to this. Can you all attest? That's Nelva's favorite word, attest. I can attest to that. With her lies, she can attest. We have all of these departments at the inn still being managed by craziness. We had one big opening, that was waiting. We were waiting to see who was put in it. You need a CDL, and you need to have all this background. Well, according to Elgin, the other uneducated, unqualified person at the inn, I believe he gave the position to Aneta Davalos Trias. I guess it's better than her being at the school. Now, IHS came up a lot. Miss Helen Chavez came up a lot. Her putting us in the hole every month for her little diet pill. Helen, if I'm wrong, that's all you need to say. Prove it. Because you're the one who's always on the hunt to look young. Your little surgeries. We should not be paying anybody's bill to lose weight. These are for health reasons. These pills were given to IHS to prescribe for health issues. I'm not understanding how all of this just goes by, and how Miss Dorland just continues to aid and help with this, because is she not there? Am I wrong? Is it somebody else? Cecil Butler was no longer the clinical director. Interesting, he has an honorable or dishonorable discharge. And while clinical director was dating Miss Helen Chavez, Ms., not Mrs., Ms., no reprimands or nothing given. She was even promoted, I believe. That's when she took over and just became the top head. We have doctors with no board certification losing their license for prescribing narcotics in another state. It's like we're bringing in we're just allowing this. We're just allowing all of this to happen. If somebody, I have like a huge friends list. If any of you know Steve Whitman, Glenn Shelby, Jacob Mazone, tag them in my video. These are all people with another organization that I believe are paying for Tyner Cervantes' lights. That house he's staying in is supposed to be an office for our fish hatchery. But I guess that's why they had to give him the interim director for that department, so they could house him there and take over that office and pay his bills for him. Man, this felon sure gets a lot here. It's like telling all you felons, come to the res. You'll live it up here. We'll just cater to you and give you whatever you need. His dog has bitten how many people? A child, an elder. Well, his in-dot wife just stood there and watched after she released them. After she took them off the chain. Just let it attack this elderly man. I'm sure those dogs are still there. I'm sure Tyner's still living in that office and having his bills paid while standing at the inn's back door for food. I'll post his picture so y'all can see, because I just can't understand why he'd be there for any type of law reasons and why he'd be at the back door of a kitchen. Tyner has discrimination filed against him for his practices on hiring, for the way he treats women. Y'all better look into this. No more. When Gabe leaves, let Tyner leave with him. They can go to NFR, Disney, wherever they want, all they want. As long as those felons are off our res, we'll be great. We'll be great. Eddie and Gina, you make sure you ask for that federal report, that federal audit report, because if not, it's your butt. It's your butt. That felon that's leading us now will leave it all to you all, to blame you all for his nothing that he did for our tribe. He can't even say Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots, we need to give it up to Victor Montes and Patty and all of them. They do a great job every year. I know. I used to work with them. I used to help them. It ain't Gabe. It's not Gabe. All these people just over here praising that big old balloon. It's time for these felons to either answer or leave. I don't understand why we cater to all of them. Frizzell, there's no reason for Frizzell to be there. None. He does not hold any education qualification for that title. He has stated it himself. I have read his letters, his expungement request, his threat to the tribe to keep him employed. I didn't understand that. How he can threaten us and tell us his request, what he wants. Just funny. I would really like to know if we emptied our Federal Reserve. I mean, that's really big for me. That's really big. I didn't hear this until this morning, and to hear that we have taken it all. Where's all that money, Gabe? Where's all that money, Gabe? Man, you all better start pushing for some answers. Stop sitting next to those felons in those meetings and accepting that pay every day, and you're not doing nothing for your people. Y'all better go look into that housing issue and see why we're evicting so many people and what the requirements and job duties of a compliance officer is. Is it just to sit there every day and look for things to evict people for, or is it to get up and go out in that field and help your people? Y'all better look at those requirements, because we're failing our people. Our social service, get in there, get into that social service, and you better look at that, because those crazy ladies have no business in there giving my children away. And I'll say my children all I want, because these are our Apache children. Our Apache children. And we're failing them. We're failing them. Look up the things that happen to you. Look up our traumas that we have already gone through as a Native Indigenous people. But we're going to do it again to our children now. We're going to start over, and we're going to do it again to our own people. Our own felon leaders are allowing all of this to take place while they sit over there feeding their big selves in Las Vegas, in California, in Anaheim, whatever. Passing all of our other tribal members at the NFR. Oh, don't even say hi. You have the nerve to sit in there, but you won't say hello. But you can ignore your training you're supposed to be at, that you're getting paid for, that you were sent there. I'm sure your hotel was paid for, your flight was paid for, you were given a per diem, and you did not attend. show your attendance, because those conferences, they keep attendance. Let's see it. Let's see if they attended. You know, these clowns didn't. Sitting there at NFR, like, that's going to help our people. That's going to make our tribe prosper. That's going to put roofs over our heads. Money back in our reserve. Let's look in Gabe's account, his wife's account, all of them. Let's look at these council members and see what their accounts look like. Maybe we can see where our reserve went to. It's not a maybe. It's a guarantee. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I wait every day. I've been doing this stupid prove me wrong for how long, and none of these cowards even dare look at me. They won't even look at me. That big old thing running our tribe, taking all of this money, can't even look at me and say nothing. He won't even say, I'm not a felon. He just has Nelva and Rez and all of them. Does it through them. You remember Rez and Sheila and Nasty Nacho. Who else was there? It's Not May. There's just so many of these cowards. So embarrassed of their own words, their own beliefs. They can't even stand by them with pride. I wouldn't be proud of supporting Gabe either. I wouldn't either. If I stood by these idiots, I would not support them and show my face. Hell no, I wouldn't want no one to see how dumb I was. Nope. Y'all speak up to these cowards, these crooks, felons, all of them. Tomorrow's a big day. Ask Gabe. He'll be there, I'm sure, trying to act like he did something for his people. He literally robbed them blind, left them with nothing, left us with nothing. Man, how are you going to empty a Federal Reserve? Y'all better start pushing for that general meeting. Y'all push for that federal report, that federal audit, because enough is enough with these felons. Enough paying these felons, enough watching these felons. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. All of you sitting in those council meetings every day, shame on you. Each and every one of you. I hope you see this. Shame on you. We have so many rumors of adultery in those chambers. I sure hope it's not true, because that's family you're messing with. You're messing with your family's family. Y'all better take a good look at everything. Get things straightened out, your priorities straight. Your people should be first, not yourselves, not your pockets, not your belly. Your people. Your people. Putting your people in homes. Seeing your people thrive. Y'all do the opposite, the exact opposite of that. It's just embarrassing to go to other places and then you tell them where you're from, and then you just, oh, that tribe run by the president's wife and her mother. I don't understand how people are going to tell me that in a whole nother state. That's so embarrassing. Y'all have anything you want me to mention? You let me know. I'll mention it, because it doesn't seem to do no good. We can sit here all day and those crooks are just going to sit there and hide everything from their people. But it's good for you all to know, so that when you see these people and you sit there, they're sitting there acting all high and mighty to you, you know they're not. You know they're not. Man, I thought that these Christian people were supposed to be there for their people, to help, to love, to have no judgment. Opposite. Opposite. Every single one of them. Opposite. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe and stay warm. This new variant, it's everywhere. They've stopped doing their dumb updates, Gabe and Tyner's stupid feeds, because we can see it ourselves. We can read it, and they're not doing anything to keep you safe. We don't have any mask mandates. We will not enforce any mask mandates at the inn for our own employees. Nothing. We're not doing anything to keep our own people safe. We're just sitting here watching our numbers climb. So you all do what you can to keep yourself safe, to keep your family safe. And if you work at the inn, be careful. Because if you're not at risk for getting COVID, you're at risk for getting robbed. Because our inn is just there for people to come and rob. We don't got no security there to protect them. None. That is how big of an entity, and we don't have security. That is what is holding our tribe up. That is what is sustaining our tribe, and we are not protecting it. We can't hire security to protect it. Again, get rid of Frizzell. Get rid of Frizzell. No education, no qualification to be sitting in that spot. None. Your people's safety should come before money. And we'd have money if you didn't take it all. And that's all you all are doing is taking it. Because I really don't understand how we emptied our Federal Reserve when we have all these entities. We have a ski resort that has no snow, little to no snow. Y'all better start using those brains and start seeing what else we can do up there. Or are you all just trying to sell it? Get rid of it. There's so much to do up there. So much you could do with that mountain. I really hope that you all start looking into that. Because, I've heard about Gabe's dumb Starbucks and his little Dairy Queen ideas. Oh, God. That's probably what he emptied the Federal Reserve for. So when he's gone, he can go and start his own little Dairy Queen or Starbucks, wherever. Y'all better wake up. Start asking these people questions. Asking where our money is. Ask them where our money is. Where's our homes? What are we doing to take care of our elders? Our children? Nothing. We don't do anything for them. We're just allowing all these non-tribals in here to take over and do whatever with our funds. Please, Eddie and Gina and the new council, push for that federal audit report. It's literally your butt. Like, you need to cover your butts because that felon just literally wiped us out. And y'all are starting from scratch. It's just an embarrassment. I'm sorry. It's just an embarrassment. This big old Marine Army man president has failed in every single oath he's ever taken. Every single oath he's ever taken, he's failed. Look at our tribe. Please push for this federal audit report. Push to get into that social service and look into all of this, because those two ridiculous, uneducated, unqualified women that are there giving our children away, tearing up our children's families, their little lives, causing all of this trauma to them, have no idea what they're doing. None. I've brought up the courts a lot. I really do have faith in the court right now. I really do. Not in every